Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroads Online. Got something behind me, it's pretty cool. You ready? Ta-da! We got number 5, Loco number 5, and it is a beast. It is a beast indeed. If you haven't been watching the other videos, this is the Tweetsy, I believe is its nickname for the Tweetsy Railroad. ET and WNC, the 280, coal-fired, 16,545 foot-pounds of crafting effort. It's looking good. So I was over here at the water tank. I put quite a bit of water in it, so we had a lot to work with. And she's all fired up, ready to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to a little test track I made. And we're going to see if it can make it around a 40-meter radius curve. We'll see what happens. That brake is off. Now it looks like the air brake is non-operative, and they got this one down here. I'm not sure why. But yeah, she's a beast. I haven't even blown the whistle yet. What's it sound like? Holy crap! I like it. Alright, brakes off. Gotta get some steam going. So I've heard from you commenters that this thing is fast, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye on it. But I've got a full load of beams, 20 cars of beams, over at the sawmill. Normally I would take that over with the 060, but I think we're going to hook this on. And pull the Class 48 and 20 cars all over there to the Iron Mine Mountain Yard. Then we can take a little run up towards the coal mine and see how she does. But before we do that, we got to see how it behaves on a curve here. I just put in a switch and made some 40-meter curve. Possible derailment. Everybody hold on. It does smoke when it's idling, so that's nice. Not all the locos do that. And it looks like it's going to be okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Now, where we're going to be going, we shouldn't have any curves tighter than 40. What's to do if I give it all the beans? Doesn't spin out, so that's good. Kind of looking forward to opening this thing up. We'll open it up on the way over to the sawmill. Kind of see what she'll do. Actually, speaking of that, I do have Railroads Online Extended going, so hopefully we don't crash. Let me get controls up over here on my other screen. I can keep an eye on the speed. It says max speed 29. I'm betting it'll go faster than that. Oh, we'll have to be careful. Oh wait, no, we don't want that switch thrown. We want the switch thrown. There we go. Now we're pointed towards the sawmill. See what she'll do. Uh-oh. This engine's going to be trouble. I can already tell. Yeah, we hit 29 pretty quick. I can tell this engine's going to be trouble. Yeah, she does top out at 29.2. But on the downhill, I can only imagine how fast this thing will go. I need to go over here on my screen and check. Get the right switches here. Hope we don't crash. Alright, we should be lined up now. We're going to have to go through and then back up. Oh, I forgot I moved the Class 48, didn't I? So we're just pulling the beams over. We'll see how it does on the way over. There are some really tight curves on the way. If it does okay, maybe we will, you know, do some switching over here with the Class 48, and then this will just make the big run. Because it is fast. Ooh, she got to rocking a little bit there. You had me worried, engine. You can see the name is TBD, to be determined. I couldn't think of a good name, so I'm open to suggestions. Need something cool. Alright, how effective are the brakes? Pretty effective. Keep hoping for a patch soon that'll make the brakes work again. So they're not just on off. And if my voice sounds a little rough, allergy season is in full swing here in Missouri. Been a little rough. Yeah, the shuffs aren't synchronized. Maybe someday. I do need a pin. What? I hadn't even looked at the back. There's a coupler on there. How's that work? Hey, I turned you off. Off? Off. No, it won't go off. Awesome. It will go off in this view. Man, this thing is kind of broken, it seems. All right, let's get around the corner, and then we're going to stop and check out this coupler on the back. So I wonder if it just won't override what's on the Loco UI. Because it's working now. That's a new one. I don't think I've had a locomotive do that. Good looking locomotive. Alright, let's come to a stop here. And what is going on the back of this tender? I like that we have a coupler, but how do I couple onto stuff? Oh. It's got a slot and a hole there. Okay. Fair enough. Now we know. Alright, come on back. Maybe someday we'll get actual couplers. I guess it depends on the period. Alright, we're linked up. What are we doing in the fire department? Getting a little low. All right, so the coal works a little different. Basically, you click on the coal, and then you get a shovel full. Then you aim it there, and he throws it in. Those of you that haven't seen the coal stuff yet. So it's one shovel at a time. But it puts, you can see it puts quite a bit of coal in there. So we need to take these beams and the string of empty hoppers up to the coal mine. And then we need to get a coal tower put up and get some coal in it. I'm not sure how much of that will get done in today's video, but that's the plan moving forward. I did run another load of logs over because we ran out of beams. And we're all full up here again, and we got a few logs left over. A log train's sitting over there. You can see the little shay. All right, let's highball. It's got a unique whistle. Got a nice sound to it. And we are headed the right direction, yep, because we just came through there. Let's leave it on about 20 through here, and we'll see how we do. He's moving right out. No problem pulling this. Really interested to see how we do on the big grades. All right, stay on the track, please. It's kind of tight. I still want to redo the track in here. There's a lot I want to do. I just got to find the time to do it. I sucked up a lot of time earning the money to buy this thing. Speaking of money, we still have 2,400 bucks, so the coal pays pretty well. But now we need to use some of that coal and get it in a coal tower. So when this thing starts running low on fuel, we can actually fuel it. We don't get free fuel for the coal-fired locos. Get the first tender full, and then that's it. All right, let's go ahead and bring her up to 40. This does have a generator. Get a little lights going here. Went with this headlight. I just kind of like the look of it. We got the little gold flare there on the smokestack. So I spent a little extra on cosmetics, and of course I went with this paint scheme. It's not the default paint scheme. Yep, she is moving right on out. Go about half since we're in daylight. Go for about 10. This is like our first proper locomotive. The biggest one. I don't think I've ever had anything this big. Probably the biggest I've had, I guess, would be, whether you count the Heisler and Climax, they're pretty good size. Would be the Cookie, the 260. This is what, a 280? Of course, we also have the Cookie 280 now. I haven't used it. Alright, right in here is pretty sharp. If we're going to have trouble, it's probably going to be right here. This is supposed to be 40, but with curve sometimes it doesn't always end up being exact. It made it through. Alright, cool. Head into the steep part of the grade down here. I don't expect any trouble unless it's from curves until we get over to Iron Mine Mountain. Start heading up that big grade to the coal mine. What a beautiful sight. It's worth an F12. Alright, let's get a little bit of brake on. A whiplash off the track. Not even going full speed. Alright, we are through the curves. We got a little bit of curve there, but it's not too bad. Just didn't want to be flying through there too fast. We're doing about 21. .5. We're actually accelerating a little bit up through this curve. Very nice. Yeah, approaching 24. What's this look like from the cab? Pretty herky-jerky. Wow. 27.4. We are flying. Yeah, this doesn't work. If you've moved it in the Loco UI, it doesn't work in the cab. That's a bug. Didn't get on the brakes fast enough. I needed to stop. I forgot I needed to stop before here to grab the coal cars. Well, let's do it this way. We'll pull on through. I'll spot the coal cars over here. With I think I still got should still have the climax over here. All right, we're getting the cars backed up here. Had to put a cut in there. The wife called, so I was going to keep it one continuous video, but you never know what life's going to throw at you. A little bit of a quiet morning here. Thought I could get some recording done. Going to back these up. We'll tack them on the end, and then we'll hit the hill here and see what happens. Nice clear day. I've been kind of changing up the time of day and the weather for each video, just to add some variety. Just pull this forward onto the yard track and get out of the way. A little awkward, but R and T clean you out of the cab. Okay, let's go throw the switch. Oh, I like this fast run speed. Always gotta remember this switch is backwards. Which, I mean, it actually makes sense if you look at how the linkage is hooked up. So yeah, the other switches, I guess in theory, are backwards. No, they're right. I guess if the switch stand is on the other side, it might be backwards. No, that's right. Okay. We're good. The stub switch is backwards. Okay, we got a Lincoln pin in there. Let's run back over to the locomotive. Whee! And I haven't dropped a save yet, so let's do that. Bring her on back. 6 cars. Luckily, I can see on my other screen where we're at. Otherwise, we're just back in blind. 3 cars. 2 cars. 1 car. That'll do. In theory, I can go couple this up. Go test that theory. Unless the cars, yeah, they rolled too far. I was afraid of that. That has a brake on, but it rolled a little too much. All right, we're going to have to leave some pressure on. Luckily, I've got the Railroads Online Extended Fast Run. So. Ease her on back. Let it settle against that braked car. Keep the pressure on and brakes. Now we should be able to couple it up. Gotta be a little smoother. Okay, we got 20 loads of beams and 10 empty hoppers. Can we make it up the grade? Let's go find out. Drop another save now that we got hooked up. Man, I would just... Please, developers, sort this by last saved. Please. Every time I want to save, I gotta scroll to the bottom. It's a really bad user experience. Okay, I'm done. All right, let's go. And if you heard that echoing down the tracks, you'd think something meant business. Okay, epic steam. Here we go. A little hard sometimes to get it to sound smooth. All right, we got fire in her belly. We got full pressure. Let's see how we do. We're still accelerating so far. If this doesn't work, I'll back off and get a run at it. Kind of stabilized around 12 miles an hour. Show us what you got, big boy. Starting to slow. Do we have sand? Yeah, we do have sand. I see it coming out right there. Cool. Down to 7 miles an hour. I maybe should have got to run at it. Five miles an hour. This is a long grade up through here. The climax can do it, but it's lower geared, so it just kind of grinds it out at like 6 or 8 miles an hour. I'm not sure this one's gonna do it with 30 cars. Come on, number 5. Should have got a run at it. We weren't anywhere near top speed. I think the highest we got was like 12 and a half. We're down to almost 2 miles an hour. It's not giving up without a fight. We could make it through this curve, we might have a chance, but I don't think we're going to make it through the curve. We're down to 1.5 miles an hour. Yeah, she's not going to quite do it. We need to get a run at it. .7. All right, oops, that's not the right lever. All right, let me back this thing up and we'll get a run at it. Okay, folks, we backed off quite a ways. Let's take another run at this. Went ahead and filled it up with coal. This is not a percent. I keep forgetting. This is an amount. We're at like 95% fuel now. Make more sense if this either was an amount / max or a percent. I don't think there's any way in game to tell how much fuel it takes. Alright, we're now as fast as we were before. But we can only go faster. Up to 16. Fly through this bridge. 20. 22. I don't know if we can make max speed, but we're a lot faster than we were. 23. Yeah, 23.5 was kind of our top there. See how we do. I guess I'd have to back off even further, but I'm not sure I want to fly through the curves there at 30 miles an hour. See how far we can make it. I thought this would have the oomph to do this, but maybe not. Still going. Down to 11.5 miles an hour. Made it a lot further, though. Forget where the grade tapers off, but at least we're mostly straight through here, so that will help. We get most of the terrain through that curve. We might have it made. I've given her all the beans. There are no more beans to give. Down to 8 miles an hour. Come on, you big lug. You got this. Well, at this speed, the chuffs are pretty well lined up. Sound is, anyway. Great modeling. Pass off to the modelers. I'm trying to take a dramatic picture here. We're down to 6 miles an hour. Oh, right before the tree got us. We got the shot. 5.5. It levels out up here. Like right past here. Once we get up to here, it levels out. We can make it to there. We might have a chance, but we're down to 4.5 miles an hour. Might be just a little too much. Those empty hoppers are heavy. Even if we can't take the entire train, at least we could go faster. Now the Climax can make this to the storage yard at the bottom of Coal Mine Mountain. 3 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. The engine is on to the smaller smaller grade. I don't know if you heard my cat, but she thinks she needs attention too. I'm trying to record videos for these nice people. What do you want, cat? Chill. 2.5 miles an hour. She's kind of leveled off at 2.5, maybe. We're down to 2.3. I think I can. I think I can. So close. 1.9 miles an hour. So, even if we do make it, I'm probably better off just taking, you know, the 20 loaded cars fast. Because the Climax can go faster than this with this train. Oh, so close. 1.1 miles an hour. He's trying. 0.8. I think we might be done, though. Didn't quite get enough of the train up on here. There we go. There's a nice dramatic shot. 0.2. I think she might be done. Oh, the wheels are still turning. No, they're not turning anymore. Okay. We're done. And the train is sliding the engine backwards. I'm not sure how realistic that is. At least we don't spin out at 100%. That's very nice. We're able to use the full power of the engine. All right. Well, now we know. I'm sure it can make it no problem with those 10 hoppers off of here. So I think that's what we'll do next video. We'll take the 20 cars up, and then we'll bring them back, and we'll take the 10 hoppers up and get some coal. And it should be nice and fast. So thanks as always for watching, folks. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.